In this video, you will learn how to explore your data using ArcGIS for Excel. I have street address, city, and zip code in my spreadsheet, and as well as longitude and latitude. Some other information in the spreadsheet, I have hidden it for the purpose of this video. However, the most relevant information is your address or the latitude, longitude. I have the ArcGIS for Excel plugin added to my Excel. If you don't have this plugin, you will need to take help of CSIT to get this plugin installed. Once you have that, you can open your spreadsheet and go to the ArcGIS for Excel on the top ribbon and launch it. So once I click here, it gives me the option Show Map or Getting Started. In either case, I need to sign in. So let's click Getting Started. I'm going to enlarge this window. And then it is asking me to sign in using my ArcGIS online account. And we are going to sign in using the UCANR organization credentials. So I'm going to put ucanr.maps.arcgis.com. Click on the link here, and this will take me to the single sign-on page. So I had already signed in earlier, so it remembers my information, but otherwise you will sign on using your SSO credentials, and once you are signed in, then you can click here on the Layers tab, and it gives you this option, add a layer to your map using Excel or ArcGIS. If you choose the Excel option, then you can start geocoding your data. And so that's what we're going to do here. So I'm going to click on Excel, and I'm going to select here my columns which have the address information. In this example, we are going to geocode by address. And I've clicked here. Okay. Okay, so once I've selected the columns, I can click here under location type, and it gives me these options, address or coordinates. If I'm doing it by address, then I would select those columns. If I'm doing by coordinates, then I would select my longitude and latitude columns. Let's keep address for now, and then I'm going to keep here these default options: ArcGIS World Geocoding Services under geolocators and region United States. Since my data is for US, we are going to keep that. Okay. Under address field, it is asking different options. One is a single or a multiple. What this means is your address information in a single field, in a single column, or is it spread across different columns? Since we have street address, city, and zip code in 3 different columns, we are going to keep this option multiple selected. And then under address or place, we can, from the drop-down menu, select the right column that corresponds to this information. So we'll keep street address selected. And then under city, we will select city. And then under zip code, we have like zip code 2 column. And then we will hit add. And so what this is going to do is add points on your map based on the locations that were specified. So we are going to pretend that these are 4H club site locations. This is a dummy data. And so now you have your site locations on a map. You can start exploring your data. So you might be interested in exploring sociodemographics around your 4H club sites. So you can click here on the layers icon. And when you click on the layers, you have an option like add, and then you are going to go to ArcGIS. What this does is it will give you access to a lot of data sets that are hosted in ArcGIS online in your organization content or in Living Atlas. So I'm going to click here living atlas. And I'm going to type in ACS race. So this gives me different options for race variables. I can start exploring. There is an eye icon. So if I click here, it tells me these are ACS race and Hispanic origin variables. This is authoritative. It's by Esri demographics, and it gives a little description of what this is. So under the description, it says that this is shown by tract, county, and state boundaries. And that's exactly what we want. So we can use that one, but we can also see what are some other variables that might be of our interest. So if we click on here on the ACS median household income variable, and it says boundaries, so that means it is by census geographies. We can click here on the eye icon, and then again, this is by Esri demographics, median household income variable, and this is 2024 data, and so it gives a little description, and that can help you make a decision whether is this a variable that's of your interest or not. So let's select ACS race and Hispanic origin variable for now. You can see that there is a plus icon or a table kind of icon. If you click that icon, it will add the attribute data to your Excel spreadsheet. And that can also make it easy for you to understand that what data consists in this layer. Let's click here, add attribute table to Excel. And it has also added the same data on the map as well. So let's hit continue. So now it has opened this data in a spreadsheet, and you can see that the ACS race variable, it has information on total population, and it has by different race, white, black, Asian, American, Hispanic, as well as percentage by each of these different groups. And so that gives you the options to symbolize this data differently. So let's wait while this data gets added to the map. Anytime you add the data to Excel, it will take a little bit time. And let's hit cancel for now, because this is adding entire US data, and we don't want that right now. So, but we did get a preview of what the data look like. So I'm going to hit done here, and I can come here to this map, and let's expand the map window a little bit more. And as you zoom in to the map, you will start seeing the demographics by different race variables. You can expand here based on the side arrow. And as you zoom in, the map changes from county to the census tracts layer. And if you expand the tracts, then you can see what the different colors symbolize. And so each color represents a predominant race category on the map, with brown for white, Hispanic, yellow for black, purple or pink for Asian alone, red for two or more races, green for American Indian, Alaska Native, and blue for some other race alone. So let's take one area to explore here, and we will zoom into this place near Stockton. And yeah, so as you zoom in, you can start seeing more variation in your race demographic information by census tracts. And so now you have where your 4-H club site is located, and you also have the census tract information. And if you click on a census tract in which your club is located, then you can see what is the most predominant race in that census tract. It gives you the pop-up with the raw counts of the households which represent that race, as well as the percentages. And based on that, you can see the most predominant race. And as you explore the data, it can help you make decisions about What is the sociodemographics around the clubs you serve? We can similarly also add a median household income layer or a median income. And again, we go here to the ArcGIS tab and we can select Living Atlas. And this time we will search for median household income. And again, there is ACS median household income variable, and this is by boundaries. This is from Esri Demographics 2025. We can see what the next option is. There's a centroids. And so if you want to symbolize the points, then you can use that. But let's just select the first option and we can add this as well. And so now if you want to see where the clubs are in relation to the neighborhood income, then this layer will allow you to explore. And okay, I'm going to expand the median household income. And if I click here on the eye icon, I can turn off the ACS race variable. And so now I'm only seeing the income variable. I can expand here the race, I can expand here the income layer and see what the legend is. And okay, so it's giving me by state, county, and tracks. So let's zoom in an area. And again, you notice that as you zoom in, you start seeing more variability on the map. And so if we are at this place, and then it tells you the street address, city, zip code, and if we click on the census tract, it tells you what the median household income is for this census tract in Sacramento. In this way, you can explore income race variables. If you want to add an additional layer, such as a school layer, then again, you can do in the same way. You can go to the add and then go to ArcGIS. And now select Living Atlas and then select Public Schools and hit enter. And this again gives you information about the school district, school enrollment numbers. And so if you would like to see what are the club demographics in relation to the school district boundaries or the school enrollment numbers, then this layer will allow you to do that. So here we'll select the school district characteristics, and then we are going to turn off other layers so that we can only see what the school district characteristics are. And so if you click on the ACS median household income layer on boundaries, you can see this icon. It gives you this option to hide the group layer. We are going to turn this off, and then we can now zoom in and see what the school district's characteristics look like. And okay, so now you're in this area and you can click on any of the district boundary or polygon, and it will tell you the type of the school, the enrollment number, and so on. In this way, you can explore a variety of different variables using ArcGIS Online and Living Atlas through ArcGIS for Excel plugin.